Hello and welcome to another IELTS speaking practice video by Johnny IELTS, and this is my new class, IELTS number 39. And so we have 5 students here, but one student is not here today. He has a fever. So maybe hopefully tomorrow he can join us. Okay. So Mr. Hui, Miss Lin, Miss Ngan, and Mr. Bao. Some of them have studied from me since the very beginning, so hopefully they do well. So today is speaking practice. Okay, do you know what you have to do for speaking part 1, 2, and 3, class? Okay, so what is required for part 1? Trong part 1 phải làm gì? So what are required for part 1 then? Miss Ngan, you know? How long do you have to answer? How long do you have to answer?
I think in a short time.
Yes, so how short then?
About 1 to 2 minutes, I think.
No, that's too long.
Oh,
I think
so
this is part 1 only. Chỉ
under
là 2
1
đến 3
minute?
câu thôi, just 2 to 3 sentences enough.
Yeah.
It should not be too long. This is like part 1, warm up. Chỉ để làm ấm cái cuống họng thôi, không cần phải 1-2 phút đâu. But if you can answer longer, it's good too. Dạ không cũng được đâu, sao đâu. Okay, so what is absolutely important for part 1? Điều gì là tối quan trọng ở trong part 1 các bạn? So what would it test you? These questions are always about you. This question part 1 are always around you, something about you. And they test your basic English. Những câu hỏi rất thân thương về bản thân các bạn thôi, những gì luôn liên quan xung quanh. Và người ta sẽ test cái khả năng tiếng Anh nói chung của các bạn. So, you can talk about yourself, of course, in part 1. But remember, part 2 and part 3 does not really part 3 does not really talk about yourself. So you should not give your personal examples in part 3, okay? Nhớ nha, part 1, part 2 nói về bản thân được, ok. Nhưng mà part 3 nó không hỏi về bản thân các bạn đâu. Cho nên đừng cho ví dụ của bản thân về cái part 3 nha. Part 3 they talk about like social problems, social issues, những vấn đề xã hội. And so you should give examples from the news, from TV or anything, some general examples. Cho nên cho ví dụ part 3 á, thì nên cho ví dụ mà những cái gì mà nó thông thường trên TV, báo đài. Hoặc là những cái ví dụ chung chứ không nói về bản thân các bạn nha. Okay, so what is the absolute important thing for part 1? What do they check? Người ta check cái gì ở part 1 các bạn? Anyone? Lynn, do you know?
I think the basic English speaking skills.
Yes, of course, they test your speaking skill, but what category, cái hạng mục nào của speaking? Part 1, they test for how natural you speak, your pronunciation, and your fluency. Nó test 3 điều. Thứ nhất là có tự nhiên hay không, có trôi chảy hay không, và phát âm có đúng hay không. Just these 3 is enough. And if you understand the question, of course, và nếu các bạn có hiểu câu hỏi và trả lời đúng hay không. Okay, so part 2 of IELTS, what do they ask you? What do they check? Huy, do you know? Part 2 á, nó hỏi cái gì? Thường là nó hỏi cái gì?
But let me say, maybe
They ask you to describe something from 1 to 2 minutes. Part 2 của writing của IELTS speaking á, nó sẽ hỏi trong vòng 1 đến 2 phút bạn nói về một cái chủ đề, miêu tả một cái gì đó. Describe something. Beside from fluency, pronunciation, how well you understand the question, everything from part 1. They will also test your grammar. So they will test how well you use the verbs in past tense, future tense, present tense, something like that. Ngoài tất cả mấy cái điều ở trong part 1, part 2 ta sẽ kiểm tra cái văn phạm các bạn sử dụng động từ, chia động từ đúng hay không. And part 3 is the part that decides how high your IELTS speaking score will be. Thì đương nhiên part 3 ta sẽ nâng đến mức cao nhất để mà quyết định được là bạn có band điểm speaking cao nhất mức nào được. So bring everything. Bring the best that you can do. Bring everything out. Đem tất cả ra hết. Bao nhiêu súng đạn đem ra hết. Like all the thing you know about English. Just bring it out. In part 3, okay? Try to speak longer. Ráng nói dài ra thêm. Ráng tranh luận. Try to debate. Okay, but now first, let's do part 1. Okay, so let me write it down here. Lớp IELTS 39. Okay, let's do part 1 about home and accommodation now. Nói về nhà và nơi ở. So, Mr. Huy, what kind of housing or what kind of accommodation do you live in? Like a flat, apartment, or house, or something?
Yes. My house, it has 2 floors.
My house has 2 floors. Yes, there are 2 floors in my house.
Yeah, there are 2 floors in my house. So it's new because it's we're building about
It was
5
built
minutes.
it was built
Yeah, about 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Well, that's actually quite new. So who do you live
Yeah.
with, Mr. Hui?
My father, my grandmother, and my uncle family.
Oh, and your uncle's family. So you live with all of them, I see. How about you, Miss
Yeah.
Ngan? What kind of housing or accommodation do you live in?
Well, I live in a small apartment in the city center.
And do you like
And yeah, of course, I really like it because I live it when I was born. So
you have been
and
living, so you have lived there since you were born?
yes, I live with my big family.
Okay. And so, Miss Nga, so do you plan to live there for a long time, Miss Ngan? Or will you leave the place and live somewhere else and maybe find another apartment, something like that?
Well, actually, I really want to, settle down for somewhere like I'm planning to study, far from my house. So
You should.
yeah, because it make me. I have a sense of. It give me a sense of feeling that independence.
It gives you a sense of independence. A sense
Yes.
of independence. Cảm giác độc lập, cảm giác tự lập.
Yeah,
Very
so
good.
I'm gonna live away from my apartment, away from my parents for a while.
Yes. Okay, very good. So Bảo, how about you? Who do you live with, Bảo? And can you describe your home?
Well, thầy nghe em này.
I hear you.
Yeah. Well, currently I'm living my family of 4 people.
My family and I. Đóng vào cho chủ ngữ. It's a subject. So my family and I.
No, teacher. I say my family of 4 people.
My family.
Of?
There are 4 people in my family. Có 4 người trong gia đình tôi.
Okay, there are 4 people in my family. My parents, my grandmother, and me.
Okay.
So we are living in a small city house, I guess. Well, actually, this how I have been living since I was born here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and well, it has many interesting stories
It has many
in my house.
interesting story.
Yeah,
Interesting âm đầu. It has a lot of
interesting.
interesting story. Okay, so how about you, Miss Lynn? Can you describe your home? Đừng tắt mic Lynn ơi. Why do you always turn off your microphone?
Sorry, my room is quite
Okay.
noisy. Okay, this can be said that I live in a big house. It has 3 floors in my house.
Ráng cố gắng phát âm kỹ các âm các bạn và nói từ từ thôi. Try to speak slower and pronounce correctly. Miss Lynn, please. Can you describe your home?
Em nói lại từ đầu.
Sorry?
I said, em nói lại từ đầu.
Okay, please try it again.
Okay. It can be said that I live in a quite big house. My house has 3 floors, and
It's a big one. Yeah, so maybe every time you have to clean it, it's a lot of work. Okay, Miss Lynn, is there okay, so do you plan to live there for a long time?
no, I don't. Now I'm a student, and especially I'm a student in the last year in the high school. So maybe in the next year, I'll have a plan to pass the university exam. So I will choose to live in cities.
I don't know why, but when I listen to you, it's not very clear. Cái cách em nói á, nó làm cho cảm giác như nó không có được rõ ràng cái nội dung cho lắm. Okay, try again. Try again. Cố lại đi. Do you plan to live there for a long time? Các bạn nói chậm chậm lại thôi. Tại vì trong lúc đi thi á, các bạn nói nhanh, các bạn dễ vấp lắm, các bạn sẽ mất điểm. Mà nói nhanh không làm tăng điểm IELTS nha. Try to speak slower because if you speak fast, it does not improve your IELTS score. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
And it
Yeah.
makes you make mistakes more. So try to speak slower. Now, so do you plan to live there for a long time, Miss Lynn?
I think no, because I'm a student, and especially I'm a student in the last year in the high school. So next year I gonna do an exam to pass the university entrance. So I will choose to live in big city center like Hanoi.
My what? I don't understand. My what? Nói lại đi, lên cái câu cuối cùng. My gì? My gì?
My university exam.
My university exam, right? Okay,
Yeah.
good. So, Miss Lynn, what do you usually do at home?
It can be said that I'm a lazy person, so I just sleeping and listening to music, and sometimes
I just sleep. Nó phải đúng là I just sleep and I listen to the music. Cẩn thận phát âm nha. Music là không đúng rồi đó. Music mới đúng. So I just sleep a lot and I listen to the music. Let's try that again. What do you usually do at home, Miss Lynn?
I'm a quite lazy person, so at home I just sleeping and
I just
listening
sleep.
to.
Tại vì sleeping
Just
nó
sleep.
là verb ing rồi,
Okay.
verb ing.
Okay.
At home I just
I
sleep.
just sleep.
Okay.
Home I just sleep and listening to music when I have a free time.
When I have my free time.
When I have my free time. When
Try
I have
again.
my free time.
Okay, good. Then when I have my free time. Okay. So good. Now come back to Mr. Hui, please. So what do you usually do at home, Mr. Hui?
So 嗯 um, 嗯 um, so it's still summer, so I don't have many time.
I don't have
So I have many
many
time.
time. Có vấn đề gì? What's the problem with that? Time
Yes.
đếm được
So I
hả?
have a lot time at
I
home.
have
So
a lot of time or I have much time.
yes, sorry.
Nhớ nha, time không đếm được nha. Time is uncountable.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
try
I
again.
have a lot.
So what do you usually do at home, Mr. Huy?
So it's still summer, and I
No,
have
summer ends already. Hết rồi, hết hè rồi. It's
chỗ
nearly
em
the
chưa hết thầy.
end. It's nearly the end of summer already.
Yeah. So I have a lot of time at home. I'm sleeping.
No, you're not
I
sleeping. You are taking a class with me and my other students.
Yeah, but now so and I learn English with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
tell
teach me,
me,
and
what's the difference between where you are living now and where you have lived in the past? Have you moved out and in? Có từng dọn nhà
yes,
ra, dọn nhà vô chưa? Have you moved out and in? So
yes.
what's the difference between where you are living now and where you have lived in the past?
So the big difference is before I live in a nuclear family, but
Nuclear
now
family, gia đình nguyên tử. Oh, nuclear family.
đâu gia đình hạt nhân à?
Yes. So it means you
Yeah,
have your father, your mother, and you.
yeah, and my
It's a
father,
nuclear family.
my brother, older brother,
My elder brother.
elder. Yes, sorry.
Older brother or elder brother, it's fine. Cả hai đều được.
Okay.
Gia đình nguyên tử
But
là
now
tôi liên tưởng
I'm
gia đình Kim
live
Jong Un.
in extended family. Yeah, I live with my grandmother and my uncle. Yes, it's the big difference.
Wait, what did you say? So my uncle lives there.
No, ý là em bảo là em sống với
No, speak English.
chú. Yes,
Okay, so
sorry.
I live with my uncle.
Yeah, I live with my uncle and my grandmother.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
So
this
how
is
about now? So how about now? Now you live
yeah,
together with with a lot more people, right?
yeah, in
With many more people, I say. So
extended family.
how's life? How's life when you have to live with a lot of people? Cái cuộc sống nó có dễ dàng không? Is that life easy?
I think maybe no.
So maybe you should move out. Thôi dọn
Yes,
ra đi. Maybe you should move out.
I will move out about next year.
Okay, just a moment, please. So, Mr. Hui, you said, what do you say? What did you say about living together with more people? You don't like it now?
Yes, because when when I go out play with my friend, yes, I need to sao nhỉ?
You need to try hard.
Ask for
You
permission.
need to have a better IELTS score. You need to get a job. You need to move out. Of course. If you don't try hard to have a better IELTS score, you are stuck.
Yes.
Kẹt đấy,
Sorry.
không đi đâu được đâu. You are stuck. Okay, now Miss Ngân, please. So tell me about. Okay, so you have not moved out since you were born in your place. So I will ask you another question. So which room does your family spend most of the time in?
Well, I think living room, of course,
Yes, the living room
because
should be.
yeah, because it's a place for everyone in the family to to talk to each other,
To
maybe
talk to
to
each other.
eat,
To talk to
yeah,
each
to
other.
each other. So therefore, it can be said that the living room is the place where my family often spend the most time.
Often spend the most time, I say. How about you, Bao? Which room does your family spend most of the time in? It could be the kitchen, Could be the kitchen.
Which room?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to say because like usually my family they like go they like go to the table eating dinner and just
So it may be the
like
kitchen, just the kitchen maybe.
yeah. And our family just talking about like well anything that uh funny to
That
bring
nothing's
happy to
funny.
the family.
Okay, good. So tell me about how are the transport facilities to your home? Những cơ sở vật chất để đi lại đến nhà của em như thế nào? Like how are the transport facilities to your home? Like are the road system good? Are there buses? Are there good roads, good bridges?
Oh,
Is it easy to get there to your home? How are the
oh yes.
transport facilities to your home? Are they very good?
Yes. Well, from my home to the streets, there are plenty ways to travel,
Wow, there
such
are
as
20
you.
ways. Wow, how do you know it?
Oh, plenty,
There are
not 20.
plenty of ways. So there are many
Not
ways.
20.
How can
Um,
you count 20? I was like,
no,
there
no,
are,
no,
okay, let's
no.
just say there are many ways to
Okay, okay.
go
Uh,
to my house. Nó nghe tự nhiên
you
hơn. It
can
sounds more natural when you say there are many ways to go to my house.
so you can travel by motorbike, by by car, and even you can travel by public transport like bus.
Okay.
Bus near my house, there are a bus station near them.
Okay.
Yeah, and
You know the
not
number of the
just that.
buses, right? You know the number of the buses, right?
Yeah. Yes. Number 5,
Bus number
8.
5.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I see.
Um.
But is it easy to go by motorbike or by car to your house?
Um. Well, yes. Uh. But just only like in the say the high time when the people
You mean during
when
the rush
from
hour?
book. Yeah, rush hour. So at the time the street are very crowded, so
Peak
it's
times, giờ cao
hard
điểm, or
to
rush hour.
go outside. Yeah.
Okay, good. Miss Lin, please. Hello. Sao Linh cứ tắt mic ngoài vậy? Why do you have to turn off your microphone all the time? Now, so Miss Lin, do you prefer to live in a house or an apartment or a flat? And why?
Well, I think I really prefer to, live in a flat than a house. Because so many reasons.
Because there are
Firstly,
many reasons.
There are so many reasons. Flats are, easy to maintain and like it's really
It's easy to maintain.
convenient.
Yeah, true. It's easy to maintain an apartment rather than a house. Dễ dàng để mà
Yeah.
em kiểm soát, em bảo trì một cái căn hộ hơn là một cái căn nhà lớn. True.
Yes, and the flat also easy to fix or repair.
Yes,
I
true.
think.
You can easily repair it. Everything it's small. You don't have to spend much money. But for a big house, terrible. Okay, so tell us please, Miss Lin, how are the transport facilities to your home? How can people reach you? How can people reach you?
There are many ways to.
Yes?
There's many ways to go to my home. You can go to by bus or by cab.
You mean by
I
taxi,
think-
right?
Yeah, like taxis. And I think it's motorbike and or bicycle is the most common.
It's the most common
yeah.
form of transportation to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. But which one do you prefer? Which one do
Which
you
one?
prefer, Miss Lin?
I think it's motorbike because when you are in the road house, you can go and you can pass another vehicle easily and quickly, and you're not late.
Okay, we would not be late, I see. All right, so Miss Ngân, please. So is there anything you want to change about the place you are living now? Liệu có bất kỳ thứ gì em muốn thay đổi về cái nơi em đang sống không?
Well, as far as I consider, I really want to change the first transport facilities because it's really,
hard,
really,
right? It's hard.
yeah. Like in a rush hour, it's in the really crowd and so many transportations.
Okay, so you said you want to change the transportation to your home because it's so hard to get to your home, right?
Yes.
Right. So how about the decoration? Would you like to change that as well? Bài trí trong nhà ha. Like would you like to change that as well?
Actually, I haven't been at home much. So I don't really care about the decoration at my house.
Oh,
because my job is by
sad.
working outside.
That's really
Yeah.
sad. So how about you, Hui? Is there anything you want to change about the place you are living now? Don't tell me you want to change the people. Đổi người. Em muốn đổi người.
No.
Okay, Hui, please. Okay.
See, the weather. If I can be a god, I will change the weather where I live because
You
it's
want to
very
change
hot.
the weather where you live? Oh, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
Thay đổi thời tiết này.
it's very
Wow.
hot.
Well, if you are living in Nha Trang, right?
Yes.
But it's the
Yeah.
beach, and you can jump on the beach,
Yeah.
and you can
You-
swim there. I mean, most people would like to live near to the beach, you know.
Yes, but I don't know why my city is very hot. About the hot from the sea.
It's terrible.
You know, not always your time you go to the beach. You know, so when you at home, you will feel you very hot.
Okay, good. So,
Yes.
Mr. Bao, please. So, what part of your home do you like the most? What part of your home do you like the most? Like, for example, which room, or maybe is it a balcony? Is it a ceiling? Or is it the, what's it called? Cái giếng trời đó gì đó? Well, I forgot what it's called. What's the place where you can see the sky, you can see the stairs? I think it's just the stairs, the stairways. The stairways, cái chỗ cầu thang, the stairways. Well, Bao, what part of your home do you like the most?
Oh, well, actually, I like most is my I can say tầng sân thượng gọi là gì này em quên.
My top floor. The top
Oh,
floor.
yeah. Đúng.
The top floor.
Because in there, on there, my mom have many plants plant species there.
Okay, so she
Yeah.
has a lot of plants there.
Oh, yeah. Well, she like to plant roses, moss there, and orchids. Yeah.
And what? An orchids. Hoa lan.
Orchids.
Orchid. Orchid. Orchid.
And
Yes.
usually I go there for relaxation.
Oh, you
Like
go there for relaxation.
like-
Perfect.
Yeah. Like studying after a long while. Yeah.
Maybe
like last year.
after this class you should go there. Okay, maybe after this class you go there. Okay, so let's guys. Okay, people, let's go to part 2 now. Chúng ta nấn ná part 1 hơi bị lâu rồi đó. So let's go to part 2 now. Thì nghĩ các bạn vẫn chưa sẵn sàng cho part 3 đâu, cho nên mình tập trung vào part 1 và 2 trước đi. So I don't think you're ready for part 3 yet, so maybe focus on part 1 and 2 first, I think. So let me choose, I think 47. I remember 47 is like only part 2. No, 48 actually. Từ cái 48 á, nó mới là cái part 2 không? So from 48 I remember it's like a lot of part 2. So okay, let's do 48 first. Describe a strange person you have met. Remember, part 2 you have only 60 seconds in the real exam to think about a topic, and 60 to 120 seconds to talk about it in the exam. Nhớ nha, lúc đi thi chỉ có 1 đến 2 phút thôi để nói về cái chủ đề này, và có 1 phút duy nhất để mà suy nghĩ thôi nha. You can write notes if you want to. Có thể viết note, viết ghi chú nếu muốn. And so, if you exceed 2 minutes, the examiner have to stop you immediately because they have to go to part 3. Because other students are waiting out there and they want to take exams too. They cannot wait for you. Nếu mà part 2 các bạn nói quá dài, da dở, quá lâu hơn 2 phút, người ta sẽ stop, ngừng các bạn ngay lập tức để qua part 3 nha. Tại có nhiều người ta chờ đi thi ngoài cửa chứ người ta không có chờ các bạn được đâu. Cho nên các bạn phải luyện tập làm sao nói trong vòng 2 phút thôi. Try to practice so you can squeeze it like 2 minutes. Bóp nặng nó squeeze nó còn 2 phút thôi. Squeeze it into 2 minutes. Now, so what you should say, you should focus on it, okay? Mấy cái you should say này nè là nên tập trung vào nó thôi nha, để tránh lạc đề nha. Try to focus on what you should say so you will not go out of topic. Out of topic để lạc đề là không được nha. So the question is, do you really have to say everything in what you should say? Có bắt buộc phải trả lời tất cả những cái ý trong you should say không các bạn? No, don't have to.
Oh. Yeah.
But you should, but you don't absolutely have to. Đâu có bắt buộc phải theo tất cả những ý này đâu, nhưng mà nên thôi. Cho nên mới là you should say. It say you should, not you must say, okay? Không phải nói là must say đâu, nó chỉ là should say thôi. Okay, let's try it. Lúc luyện tập thì thầy cho nhiều thời gian hơn lúc đi thi, nhưng mà từ từ sẽ rút ngắn thời gian lại. Because we are practicing, so I will have to give you more time, but we will squeeze it down to like 60 seconds later. Now, let's try 48. Describe a strange person you have met. Miêu tả một người lạ mặt các bạn đã gặp. So you have to describe something in the past. Miêu tả quá khứ nè. You should say who this person is. Người này là ai vậy? When did you meet him or her? Các bạn đã gặp người này, đàn ông hay đàn bà, lúc nào? How long you have known this person? How long you have known this person? Các bạn đã biết người này được nhiêu lâu rồi? Why is he or she strange? Tại sao anh ta hoặc cô ta lại là lạ lùng? You have to describe, you have to explain why they're strange. Lạ lùng về cái gì? Strange in what? Like strange in appearance, ngoại hình, or outlook, ngoại hình, cách nhìn nhận, outlook, ngoại hình, or the outlook on life, cách nhìn nhận cuộc sống. Or what else? It's strange because of behavior, về hành vi, or maybe it's strange because of their choice of clothes, cái sự lựa chọn quần áo chẳng hạn. Is it strange? It can also be strange because of the way they speak, cái cách họ nói chuyện đó. It can be because of a lot of things. Okay. Tập trung suy nghĩ. You have 3 minutes to think about this topic. 3 minutes start now. 3 phút suy nghĩ bắt đầu. Right, okay. It's time to do it now. Describe a strange person you have met, please. Miss Linh, can you start first? Để Linh trước đi.
A little bit nervous. Okay. I'm gonna tell you a person that I have met once. Her name is TRAN. She's a young teacher, and she has
Đọc hay nghe không hiểu gì luôn á. I don't understand your pronunciation. Không hiểu được cái phát âm của em luôn á. It's like, okay, try again clearly. Thử lại đi, mà nói thật là kỹ, rõ ràng. Try again.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you a strange person that I meet
Okay,
once.
đừng có nói như vậy, đừng có bắt đầu như vậy. Đi thẳng vấn đề luôn. Go straight directly to the question. A strange person I have met is.
A strange person that I have met. Okay. Her name is Chang. She is a young teacher and she have a internship in my school.
Internship. Trời ơi, những ông sai tùm lum vậy. Những ông sai tùm lum vậy. Internship. Internship in my school and
in my school.
Tiếp. Continue, please.
I first met her when I was in grade 10.
In grade 10, yes.
I was taken aback because she had those beauty.
We had. Quá khứ. We had.
Because she had a beautiful appearance and good teaching methods.
Good teaching method. Good teaching method.
With teaching methods. With teaching methods, despite her experience and her stories.
Okay.
I think she did a good job because she conveyed to me and my friends and all the students in my school a lot of new knowledge about English. Because
a lot of knowledge about the English language. Về cái ngôn ngữ tiếng Anh thì đúng hơn. A lot of knowledge about the English language.
About the English language. Because she's a young person, so she has a lot of new methods. It can be in stress. It can be abstract young person.
It can affect the young people.
Attract.
It can affect the young people more, isn't it? Okay, good. And that's why she's strange, right? You haven't explained why he or she's strange. Chưa trả lời được tại sao là cái người đó lại lạ lùng. Hoặc là nó nghe chưa có thuyết phục lắm. It's not persuasive yet. Is that all? Okay, good. Hui, please. Describe a strange person you have met, please.
So this strange person, she manager and founder in a few
She was the
project.
manager and founder of...
Yes, she was a manager and a
She
founder.
She was the manager and founder of...
Founder on some project.
Okay.
A community project. Yes.
Community project.
Yes. I met her at I don't remember the day, but about in June.
Okay.
Yes. So I know her about 2 months. Yeah,
I have
about 2
known
months.
her. I have known her for 2 months.
Yeah, I have known her about 2 months. So the reason she is strange because she very younger than me. But she was a manager and a founder. So, yeah, that very impressive to me.
Very impressive to me, so that's why she's strange, right? Nó
Yes,
impressive không nghĩa là strange nha. Em bị ấn tượng người ta không có nghĩa là ta ngộ, lạ lùng.
không
If
kiểu
you
là
find them impressive, it doesn't mean that they are strange.
sao tức là quá trẻ để làm được cái việc đó
So
rất là
you find
Yeah.
the fact that she's so young and she could achieve so much, and that fact is strange to me, to you, right?
yes.
The fact that she was too young and could achieve a lot, it's quite strange to me. Cái sự thật hiển nhiên đó nó khá là lạ lùng đối với tôi. The fact that she was too young and could achieve a lot, it's quite strange to me. Các bạn để ý cái vụ mà intonation của thầy nha. Ngừng ngắt chỗ nào. Focus on intonation, because if your intonation is wrong, people will understand it differently. Con người ta sẽ hiểu nó khác nếu cái intonation các bạn không đúng nha. The fact that she was too young and could achieve a lot, it's quite strange to me. Okay, good. Now, Miss Ngan, please describe a strange person you have met, please.
Yes. Well, when it's come to a stranger I met, that's my college friend.
Colleagues. Cẩn thận.
College friend.
No. Đọc sai rồi. Colleague. Âm G nha.
Colleague friend.
Đọc là âm G. Colleague. Check this one. You can see this one. Okay. Here. Oh my god. There you go. G nè, IG nè.
Colleague.
Y kéo dài nha. E longer. Colleague.
So that's my colleague friend.
Or US.
colleague,
Colleague. Nhưng mà vẫn là kéo dài ra. It's longer. Colleague.
Well, I met him in a class, and
Okay.
what makes him different from others is the way he dresses. This would be hard to believe, but somehow he was wearing exactly the same clothes as the teacher. This
As the
make
what?
me
As the picture?
as a teacher.
A feature?
Teacher.
As a teacher.
Teacher.
Okay. Mặc đồ y
Yeah.
chang như thầy cô giáo luôn ghê vậy? As a teacher.
Yeah. Then this
Okay.
make me find him very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. And but more special is that during the time I studied with him, most of the lessons he wore the same colors as the teacher too.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that why the teachers used to call him often answer questions during the class.
Oh, is that because the teacher liked him more, maybe?
maybe, or because him like wear like exactly the clothes of the teacher.
Trời mà áo cặp luôn mới ghê nhé. well, well, if he wear the same clothes like a teacher, wow, that's really strange. Yeah,
Yeah.
good story. Câu chuyện là tốt đó. Good story, very good. Now, Bảo, please, your turn to describe a strange person you have met, please.
Well, the strange person that I met is a very familiar person. That is my brother cousin. Yeah,
My what?
my cousin.
My
Yeah,
cousin.
a cousin. Yeah.
My cousin.
So actually, I have known him since.
I have known him. I have known.
Oh, I
I've
know.
known him since.
Since I was 5 years old. Well, actually, his nature is very different whenever I met him. Before when I met him, he always talk about strange things, like like about God, about any like how we originated,
Okay.
like about the present and the future, and sometimes he talk about the death, and that's scare me a lot. And but I, like now I used to listen to his talks. But on the other hand, is a very kind person. He has a very good sense of humor,
A good sense of
and
humor.
but um, due to his serious talks, so no one can see his funny nature.
His what?
His funny nature, like his sense of,
His funny nature.
yeah,
Okay, I got it.
yeah.
All right.
So
Okay, good. But why he's strange? I still don't get it.
well, like he is strange about his behavior when I met him at the first time, and before. I have mentioned you that he likes to talk about death, about God. Yeah,
About death and God, right?
yeah. So that really scared me, and
Okay, that's
yeah,
scary. That's scary, yeah.
yeah. I don't know
And
how
that's why I
can
think he is
know a lot
strange.
about that.
Okay, được rồi,
He's
đừng đi quá xa. Don't go too far. Okay, stay focused. So that's why I think he's strange.
yeah.
Tập trung vào. That's why I think he's strange.
So I
Okay,
think he's
good.
strange.
Rồi bây giờ chúng ta qua 49 thử xem. Like try the topic number 49 about a loving person. Một người đáng yêu. Describe a loving person that you know. You should say who this person is. Người đó là ai vậy? How long you have known this person? Bạn biết người đó là bao lâu rồi? Why is this person loving? Tại sao cái người đó lại là loving, lại là đáng yêu? And how you like this person? Các bạn thích người này như thế nào? So maybe sometimes it's good to check the meaning of some words you are not sure about. Like for example, the word loving. It means showing a lot of love towards someone. Show rất nhiều cái tình yêu đối với người khác, là một cái người loving, cái người hay yêu người khác á. Cái người mà hay yêu người khác chứ không phải cái bản thân người đó là đáng yêu nha. So
Okay.
the loving person means they show a lot of love toward the others, but it doesn't mean that they themselves are lovely. But you can say that they are caring, warm, loving, affectionate, but it doesn't mean that they themselves are lovely. Nó không hề có nghĩa là bản thân họ là dễ thương nha. Nhưng mà chỉ show ra cái tình cảm rất nhiều thôi. It means that they show a lot of love toward the others. Like for example, sometimes parents don't look great, but they are very loving towards their children. Nhiều bậc cha mẹ thì đương nhiên là họ nhìn không có đẹp rồi. Có thể nhiều người nhìn không có đẹp, nhưng mà họ lại sẵn sàng chia sẻ, show rất nhiều tình cảm đối với đứa con của họ. So they are very loving. Okay. Describe a loving person that you know. I'll give you 2.5 minutes. 2 phút rưỡi suy nghĩ bắt đầu. Alright, it's time now. Okay, it's time now. Miss Ngân, please, can you start first? Describe a loving person that you know, please.
Yes. Well, when it comes to a loving person I know, I immediately thought of my mother. She was.
Immediately think of my mother.
Yep.
When
Yes.
it comes to,
She
I
was.
immediately think of my mother.
Yes. She was the most generous, most emotional person I know. There are, so many reasons to say that my mother is a loving person. Firstly, she taught me to, love myself. Secondly, she taught me to love others. And finally, she taught me to know how to forgive and forget.
She taught me how to forgive and forget.
Taught. Yes. That's precious lessons that she taught me, and I really thanks to her, and that's why I definitely sure that she was the most loving person I met.
Okay, very good, rất tốt. Very good. Okay, Bảo, please, can you describe a loving person that you know?
No. Well, actually, a loving person that I know is my mother. Well, why I mentioned about her? Because she actually
Taught me.
things. Oh,
Quá khứ.
okay. Taught me about
She actually taught me how to
things about life experience. Like how can I say? She helped me in my studies.
She helped me in my study.
She helped me in my studies, and and she's very good at cooking.
She's really good at cooking.
Taught me. She always teach me about how to cook when she has new food in her
She
idea.
has something new when she has a new food. Yeah.
So I'm very keen of
I'm very keen on
eating her food a lot.
Keen on plus verb ing. Very good. Tôi rất là siêng trong chuyện làm gì đó. Very good. I'm very keen on doing something. Very good. Rất tốt. Yes.
Well, moreover, she's very good at house. She's a very good housekeeper. No,
A very good
housewife.
A very good housewife. Or you can say housekeeper.
Yeah, okay.
You can say housekeeper if that person was hired by your family to keep the house for you. Nếu cái người đó được thuê mướn để mà giữ nhà cho mình, người ta là housekeeper. Housewife, of course, is different.
Because of her, so my house usually get cleaned and always have like say
what?
flavor, a sense, yeah.
A sense of what?
Sense like a flower, yeah.
The scent. The scent, mùi hương.
Yeah,
scent of flowers. Mùi hương của hoa. The scent of flowers, I see.
And because of those things, so I'm actually very appreciate of her, and I
I'm
always
very appreciative.
I'm
Mang
very
tính trân trọng, mang
appreciative,
tính trân trọng.
and
I'm very appreciative of her. Very good. Rất tốt. Hơi bị lâu rồi nha. It's a bit too long already. Bảo hay có
really,
cái thói quen là nói quá lâu. You have a habit of
thì
talking too much, I
em
think.
hơi ý là nghĩ ra từ nó hơi khó thì
I know, but you have to try to practice sticking to what you should say. Mình phải luyện tập
ok,
làm sao tập trung vào mấy you should say thôi để tránh lạc đề quá lâu, nói quá lâu.
dạ,
Try to
dạ,
stick to what you should say. Avoid being out of topic, okay? Now,
ok.
Lynn, please. Can you describe a loving person that you know?
I'm gonna talk a loving person that I know. It's a alcohol, and I think most of the Vietnamese people also know this, also know him. As he is the greatest president of my country, and I know him, and I have known him when I was young, and I was teach by
When I
teacher,
was
teach
taught or teach?
taught
When I was taught by...
when I was taught about his result.
Okay.
Okay. There's so many reasons that he's so loving because we have an enormous result in the
He has an
world,
enormous what? He had enormous what?
enormous result.
What? Không hiểu từ đó. I don't understand that word. Enormous what?
Result. It's công lao.
Effort, no?
Ý em là công lao đấy thầy.
Nè, effort. Đọc sai từ đó rồi cho nên không hiểu là đúng rồi đó. Nỗ lực, công lao, effort.
Effort.
Effort, không phải effort. Nó là nhấn âm đầu nha. Effort.
Okay.
Effort. Has a lot of effort in...
Has an enormous effort about my country because in the past my country...
Đó, em nói quá nhanh đó. Em nói quá nhanh mà đọc sai tùm lum á. You speaking too fast and then wrong pronunciation. Try that again. Thử lại cái câu vừa rồi đi. Try that sentence again. Lại đi cái câu vừa rồi.
There are so many reasons why he's so loving. Because we have a enormous effort.
He has an
enormous effort.
She has an enormous effort and
we have an enormous effort and
okay.
We have an enormous effort in the conflict between America and France in the past.
I see. Yeah, the conflict between the Vietnamese and American in the past, right?
Yeah.
Good. Rất tốt. Okay, now Huy, your turn. Describe a loving cousin that you know, please.
She is my classmate.
Okay,
I know...
you should start with a loving person that I know is my classmate. Nên bắt đầu như vậy. A loving person that I know is my classmate.
Yes. A loving person I know is my classmate. So I know she about 3 years.
I have known her for about 3 years.
Yeah, I have known her about 3 years. I love she because always...
I loved her because...
wait, she a person loving because she always be there when she when she see the poor people. Yes, we will have faith. Yes. I like this person. I like her because she's very kind, very
okay.
A friendly person.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. That's all.
Okay, good. Now, class, let's try another one. Okay, let's try something a bit more different. We try two topics about describing humans now. Let's try to describe something else. Mình đã thử hai cái chủ đề về nói về con người rồi. Bây giờ thử hai chủ đề khác nha. Let's try 54 now. Describe something you bought recently that made you happy. Miêu tả cái gì đó bạn đã mua gần đây mà nó làm cho các bạn rất là vui vẻ, hạnh phúc. Made you happy. You bought it recently. You should say what it is. Món gì vậy? Đồ gì vậy? Why you bought it? Tại sao các bạn lại mua nó? How you chose it? Choose, chose, chosen. How you chose it? Các bạn đã chọn nó như thế nào? Explain why it made you happy. Giải thích tại sao nó làm cho các bạn vui vẻ, hạnh phúc. It's just an object. Okay, now you have 2 minutes to think about this topic. 2 phút suy nghĩ bắt đầu. Okay, let's try it now. Describe something you bought recently that made you happy. Okay, Linh, you first, please. Cố lên. Phát âm chính xác. Kỹ vào. Try your best with your pronunciation. Miss Linh.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna talk about my tablet that I bought 2 years ago.
Gonna với wanna không nên sử dụng trong IELTS tại vì nó không trịnh trọng. Remember, use going to or want to because it's more formal than wanna or gonna, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to talk about, say,
Okay. I'm going to talk about my tablet that I bought 2 years ago. I bought it when the COVID-19 pandemic takes place all over the world.
took place all over the world.
Took place in all over the world, and I had to study in online.
Now you
the
still have to
reason-
study online too. Now you study online too.
For the reason
Okay.
For the reason that I chose this because its price and function are so convenient. So convenient when I study online.
Convenient. Very convenient, I agree.
So convenient when I study because I can do multiple tasks at the same time, and sometimes I have to course English. But,
I have to what? How to do what?
Oh, I said I have course English that the teacher is so far from me, so I can use it to study online.
Ah, I see. You can see the videos.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I can post. Đọc kỹ lại. Okay, try that sentence again.
Post.
I can post.
I can
S-A.
post.
I can post.
Post.
Okay, I can post what? What can I post?
What?
Okay.
Okay.
And why it made you happy? Em chỉ mới nói về cái sự tiện dụng của nó thôi chứ em chưa có giải thích tại sao nó làm cho happy như vậy. You just explain how it's convenient for you, for your use, but it's not convincing. Why it made you happy?
It make you happy because
It
it's
made
happy.
me happy. It made me happy because
It made me happy because it made me happy because sometimes I use it for relaxation. I can watch the film or movie on this, or sometimes I listening to music.
yes, and I can follow events. I can follow events, recent events. Tôi có thể theo sau những cái sự kiện hiện tại. I can follow recent events. hay còn gọi là hóng phốt drama đấy. I can follow recent events, hóng phốt hoặc drama đấy. Well, of course, everyone do it. Now, so Miss Ngân, please, can you describe something you bought recently that made you happy?
Yes, well, I recently bought a music recorder
Oh,
that includes a sound card, a microphone, and two speakers.
okay.
Yeah, the reason
Wait,
why
a
I
music recorder? You mean it records, right?
yes,
I thought it was like a music player.
no, a music recorder set, like nó gồm rất nhiều
Ah,
thứ để
like the old time, right? Like with a vinyl disc, right? With vinyl disc, like an old time in the 1950s, something, right?
no, is includes so many things to record music.
Oh,
I
I
bought it
see.
because it's fulfill my dream of composing music.
Ah, you compose music. I do too. I play the piano,
Yes.
and I compose music too.
Yeah, I will
Sometimes I do.
play piano and guitar too. So
Oh,
it's my dream.
You enjoy
And
life. You enjoy life
yes,
now.
yes. And I bought it with my grandfather because he's very knowledgeable about music and everything related to music. But it's quite expensive. Then this
Your
cost
family is
me.
so cool, very cool family.
Thank you.
But don't use the word cool in IELTS, okay? Please. Nó là một từ slang, không được dùng slang trong IELTS nha. Mặc dù,
Yeah.
of course, your family is so cool.
And it's quite expensive, because I'm just a student, so this cost
much is
me
that?
2 months salary. 10 millions Vietnam dong.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yes, and it cost me 2 months salary. But on the other hand, it gave me a sense of success, when achieving something.
Of course, a sense of success.
Yes.
I use
And
expensive stuff now. Tôi sử dụng
And-
những đồ rất mắc tiền, nhưng mà đừng dùng stuff trong
Yes.
IELTS nhé. Don't use stuff in IELTS, yeah.
And more than
Okay.
that, buying something expensive make me feel so proud of myself.
It make me so
Yeah.
proud of my achievement. Tự hào về những thành quả tôi đạt được nữa. It makes me proud of my own achievement. Okay, very good. Huy, please. Can you describe something you bought recently that made you happy? Cái câu trả lời của bạn Ngân á, thật sự nó rất là thuyết phục. Nó tăng thêm một cái độ thuyết phục đó nha. Tại vì task response. Your answer, Miss Ngân, is actually very persuasive or very convincing, because it convinced people why it made you happy, and it sounds very convincing. Nó nghe rất là thuyết phục luôn á. It will be good for your task response score. Cái điểm mà task response nó trả lời đúng nhiều câu đề nó tốt. Okay, Huy, please.
So, something you bought recently, that made me happy is the mechanical keyboard.
Mechanical keyboard.
Yes.
Which one? Brown, blue, or green switch?
No,
Red
sorry.
switch.
Brown, blue, or red switch?
Red
Switch
switch.
now.
Red switch because
Oh my
I think
God,
mine is
teacher.
brown.
Not loud.
Đang xài brown nè.
Yeah,
say
not
brown.
loud. So, okay. The reason I bought it because my the laptop keyboard, is very best experience. So I need to buy a keyboard.
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 Keyboard. I how to I choose from Shopee. Yeah, on the internet. Yeah. So it's made me happy because it's make it. Let me see. It get to me. a good experience, good sound, and when I work in night, uh,
Work at night. When I work
à,
at night.
ý là làm việc trong 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 tối thầy, thì mình nói như thế nào thầy?
When I work in the dark.
Yes.
When I work in the dark.
Yeah, when I work in
Khi
the
tôi làm việc trong
dark,
bóng đêm.
the left from the keyboard is very nice, beautiful.
And the color it provides.
Yeah, very colorful. Yes.
Very colorful. Không có full nha, không có full gì hết á.
Very colorful.
Colorful.
Very
Beautiful.
colorful.
Colorful.
That is the reason it made me happy.
It makes me happy. Okay, good. Very good. Now, Bảo, please.
Oh my God. Okay.
Why you say, oh my God? Are you a believer of God?
Well.
Anh có phải là người tin vào Chúa không? Are you a believer of God?
Well,
you should
actually,
say, oh my Buddha. I'm just joking.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't say that. Okay, describe something you bought recently that made you happy, please, Bảo.
Well, I'm very keen on playing models. Like
Wait, what kind of models?
Well, plastic models.
Okay,
Not the real
just
person
to make it
models.
clear.
Okay.
Tôi rất là chăm chơi models. Model là gì? Tôi rất chăm chơi người mẫu. What the hell? Model là người mẫu hả?
Like
Tôi rất là chăm chơi người mẫu. What?
Playing.
Tôi rất là chăm chơi mô hình.
Yeah.
Mô hình bằng nhựa. Okay, I'm really keen on playing with plastic models. Like toys models. Like toys models. I think it's called toy models.
Yeah, toy models.
Mô hình đồ chơi, toy models, I think. Because models, there are a lot of meanings to the word model.
Yeah, I know.
Có quá nhiều ý nghĩa cho từ models.
Actually, I'm keen on. I'm very like about World War II tanks, and so I have both a model of a Tiger One tank.
A Tiger One tank, or in German we say Panzerkampfwagen 6.
It is German. It is from German, and
it's from Germany.
Oh, I said it's from German.
No. It's from Germany. Cái phần đất nước mới đúng nha. It's from Germany.
Really?
You have to say it's from Germany because it's a nation, it's a country.
Sorry, I forgot.
So you can
Germany.
say it's made in Germany.
So actually, it is it has interior structure inside, and I'm very pleased of that.
Of course, you should be pleased of that.
Also, the tank is painted with
It's painted. The tank is painted with
like a weathering camel.
It's 2 minutes already, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I think the tank was painted with a camouflage.
Yeah,
cái từ đó là camouflage, I think. Camouflage là ngụy trang. Camouflage.
And that's the happiest thing that I have bought.
That's the happiest thing now. Đó là cái điều hạnh phúc nhất mà tôi đã mua hả? That's the thing that made me happy the most.
Okay.
That's the thing that made me happy the most. Alright, good class. I think it's good practice today. We don't have much time left, so let's do writing tomorrow, okay? Nay mình học writing nha mọi người.
Okay.
So we need to decide. Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn có thể được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.